Hey guys, welcome back to Unbox Warehouse. I'm Mike, and today we're looking at the Caynel Air Fryer. Now, this air fryer may look familiar because when I was doing a little research on this product, my friend James White's video, he runs a channel called Freakin' Reviews, popped up, and he reviewed one called a power air fryer, and looking at the screen and the picture of it, it looks exactly the same. So this may be just another brand, but using the exact same machine. The good thing is the guys over at Caynel are a newer company, so they're being pretty competitive with the prices, and you can actually pick up this model for a better price on Amazon than you can get the power air fryer. So keep that in mind. So air fryers claim to be a healthier way to cook using 80% less oil, and it has rotisserie, dehydrator, and it can work like a regular convection oven. So let's see what you get in the box. So it's so big, I'm gonna put it down here and pick things up. So you get a recipe book, a manual, and a little thank you card. Oh, here's the air fryer. So inside they've hidden a little, like a fry basket for the rotisserie feature. This is a little arm to pull in and out these baskets so you don't burn yourself. There's a shelf and a little crumb catcher on the bottom. That's pretty handy. Now I did notice in James's video that he wrapped that in foil, and he's a pretty smart guy, so I'm probably gonna do the same thing before I dirty up my air fryer here. Then you have these rotisserie components, the middle bar. These probably snap inside of a chicken or whatever you're putting on the rotisserie. And then you have some skewers here that can also go across to hold vegetables or mushrooms or whatever you wanna put on this rotisserie portion of the air fryer. Well, that's everything you get in the box. I'm gonna go study this manual for a minute and look through these recipes and take this thing inside, get it set up, and cook some recipes and see how this thing really works. Let's go. So here we have the Caynel Air Fryer all set up. I did put the foil on here like I saw James do in his video, and I have a bowl of beautiful fried chicken. This is just some salt and pepper, flour, very simple recipe, but we're gonna put these in here. I guess put them on this tray first and then slide them in. Let's see. See how many we can get on here. That's pretty much full. Let's slide that thing in. That's looking good. Hold the power button down. And then there's a button for chicken right there. Says 40 minutes. I don't know how long it takes. I guess I'll just keep watching it and turn it on. So there's also a little light button here. You can turn it on and check the progress. We'll check back on these in a few minutes, but they got 40 minutes to cook. But looking online, I saw that people were cooking it in about 20 to 25 minutes, so we'll make sure we keep an eye on these. Okay, so I think it's time to give these things a little rotation. So this handle's kind of hard to grab with my mitt on. Now that turned it off, but I hope it'll start back up from where it was at. So they look like they're starting to cook. They're stuck. Okay. They feel like they're getting a little crispy. Not much juice there on the bottom. Oh, let's put them back in. Okay, close it up and, oh no. I turned it off, but it had 20 minutes left. So don't push that button. Let's put this back down to 20. Learning lesson, when you close the door, you don't have to push the power button again. All right, back in business. All right, this chicken is done. Let's pull it out. It looks and it sounds super crispy. Looks pretty good. I'm digging it. Now I don't know how easy that is gonna be to clean up, but we'll check that out in a second. Let's give this chicken a try. And here they are. And they look delicious. They look super crispy and good. Now, I will confess I did probably overcook these a little bit because I should have been brushing them with olive oil or something because they didn't look like they were done, and I kept cooking them, and I actually got the internal temperature up to like 175 degrees, which is about 10 degrees too much. But if you brush these with some olive oil while they're cooking, every time you rotate them, you'll get that nice crispy outside. But let's give them a shot. Let's see how they taste. Crunchy. See if you can hear this crunch. That's actually really good. And the best part about this chicken is this wasn't deep fried. This is not as bad for you as that deep fried chicken. So if I would have backed it off about 10 degrees, it probably still would have taken about 40 minutes, which isn't too bad considering that these are the healthiest way that you can eat fried chicken. Now let's see how hard it is to get this thing cleaned up, and let's cook the next thing. Okay, kind of not looking forward to this. I don't know. Let's see. This piece, on the other hand, like brand new. Using that foil is the only way to go. That's awesome. It took just a minute to get this semi-clean, enough to cook another batch. It's not really perfect, but it's enough to cook something else in here. Okay, this piece, not as easy to clean, but wasn't too bad if you let it soak for a minute. So let's rewrap this thing in foil and try to cook something else. All right, next we're gonna try this steak. Now this is not a good steak. This is like a $5 top sirloin.
Overpaid.
Bye, babe. All right, so up next we have a beautiful $5 top sirloin. This is a super cheap steak, and we're gonna try it out here in the air fryer. So I'm just gonna put some simple stuff on here, some coarse pepper and some coarse salt. Good chefs say that that's all you should do to a steak. But most good chefs don't say you should put one in the air fryer, but I don't care. We're gonna try it. It is in there. There's the button for steak, 375, 25 minutes, and start. Let's see how that works. Oh man, I need to be careful. This thing looks cooked already. Hasn't even been in there very long. 90 degrees, it ain't ready. Temperature of medium steak.
Here is information from heb.com.
We need to get to 155 degrees. It says 15 minutes left. All right, it turned off automatically, and the steak looks done. I didn't even turn this steak over, and it looks pretty good. Let me cut into it. This was 25 minutes. I just pushed the meat button and didn't do anything else. Oh, nice. It's got a little bit of pink in there. This is a medium steak. Now let's go taste it. So here is the air fried steak. Looks nice and juicy. I got some juice running the plate. This one is probably a medium to a medium well steak. I didn't even flip it over. I just basically put it in there and put it on 25 minutes and then pulled it out. So let's see how it tastes. I don't expect much because this was a $5 steak. It almost tastes like a roast. Look how juicy that is. I mean, that's a respectable steak for $5. It's no ribeye, but it doesn't really taste like a super cheap steak. This might be the juiciest $5 steak ever. Look at that. So the Caynel Air Fryer actually impressed me on this cheap steak. It was super easy. I didn't have to do anything, and it looks like the cleanup's gonna be a lot easier. So let's try some shrimp next. So now I have some shrimp in here. I just put some lemon pepper on them, and I push the shrimp button, and we're good to go. All right, here's the shrimp. They took about 12 minutes. They shrunk up a lot. I mean, they're cooked, but they have kind of that spongy feel. Okay, this isn't my preferred way to make shrimp. They're pretty good, but they're a little bit kind of spongy feeling. Yeah, I prefer cooking shrimp on the grill or in a pan. But next I want to try that little basket thing and maybe cook some fries in there, some fried okra, try some other things. It can go in that little turning basket. Let's give that a shot, but I don't know about the shrimp. Okay, I got some waffle fries in here. Let's try to cook some waffle fries. And you gotta push this button to start them turning. There they go. We'll check back on these in a minute. These are gonna go for 15 minutes. Okay, the fries are done. Let's check them out. Oh, we'll take our little handy dandy tool here. That did a really good job. They're crispy, they're not rubbery. They're really good on these waffle fries. I'm impressed. But it's late, it's time to go to bed, so I'm gonna put in a little bit of fruit to try to dehydrate it using this dehydrate button and raise this up at least to make it through the night and see what happens to this fruit in the morning. So it's about 10 o'clock at night. We'll check this about 8 o'clock in the morning and see how the fruit looks. Right now, it looks like that. Okay, so it's the next morning and they look like they've shrunk up a little bit. Now this is only at 90 degrees, so I can actually hold it right out of there. And yeah, they still got some moisture in them though. They're pretty good. These grapes are really good. So there you go, that's about 10 hours of drying fruit at 90 degrees, and this is what you get. Well, this video has gone on long enough. I'm not even gonna do a proper outro. That is the Caynel Air Fryer. You know there's a link below if you wanna get your hands on one. And if you like these types of videos, make sure you subscribe, help support the channel. We'll see you guys next time right here at Unbox Warehouse.